and welcome to this video on IP control in MUSE Automator. The network node palette of MUSE Automator contains nodes used for sending, receiving, and handling data over network protocols. These nodes let flows communicate with external systems, devices, web services, and other applications using standard networking methods such as HTTP, TCP, UDP, and WebSockets. In this video, we will be making a TCP connection to a network AV decoder and using the direct control API of the decoder to change the stream number. In this example, our project is already set up with a controller, a control panel, and 2 UI control nodes, one for each button on our touch panel. We will now add a change node to our canvas and configure it with the string we want to send to our decoder, which is set:1. We will duplicate the change node for our second button and use the command set:2. These 2 nodes will then be wired to our UI control nodes. The next step is to create the TCP connection to our decoder. For this, we will use a TCP request node. The TCP request node is chosen because it allows us to both send messages to our devices as well as receive messages from them. If a TCP out node was used, we could send messages to our device, but we would not be able to receive any messages from it. Double-click the TCP request node to open the node settings. We will enter the IP address of our decoder into the server field, the port number to 50001, choose a return type of string, a close type of never, and press Done. Now wire both change nodes to the input of the TCP request. Add a debug to the output and deploy the project. We can now test this flow and see in the debug sidebar of Automator we are receiving responses from the decoder that tell us the stream was set. The thing we do not have right now is any button feedback. We can use the responses we receive to give us true feedback based on which stream is routed. Now we will add a switch node that is wired to the output of the TCP node. In the settings of the switch node, we will create 2 rules. The first rule will be contains the string of set stream to 1, and the second will be contains the string of set stream to 2. The output of the first rule will be wired to a UI feedback node that turns on feedback for the button named Stream 1. That node will then be wired to a second UI feedback node that turns off feedback for the button named Stream 2. We will do the opposite for the output of Rule 2 and use UI feedback nodes that turn on Stream 2 and turn off Stream 1. We can now deploy the project and test the flow. Now we can see that our stream number is changing when we press each button and our button feedback is turning on and off based on the messages we are receiving from the TCP connection to our decoder. That's it for this video. For more news and product information, visit us at our website at amx.com. For troubleshooting tips, FAQs, and code examples, visit our Anytime Help Center at help.harmonpro.com.